Hey everyone, it's Ashley here for Not Too Shabby. Today I am participating in the Spring Coffee Lovers blog hop, and I'm going to be sharing with you a special coupon code which Jamie has for the Coffee Lovers blog hop for this time around. It is coffee for 15% off of your purchase, so I will link the shop below, and if you do head over, don't forget to use that and sign into your account to collect your reward points. So for the Coffee Lovers blog hop, I will link the link below with all the information, and you can participate, and there are tons of prizes. Jamie is a super sponsor for the hop this time, and she was a super sponsor last time as well. So for my card for the hop and also for my design team project, I made this really sweet little koala card, and I do have a process video of this. I just think it looks so cute and spring, and I've got this little koala inside that little box, and she's holding up some coffee, and I did some paper piecing. I know a lot of you asked me to do paper piecing, so I tried to sneak a little bit in this card. And then the sentiment says, "You are qualified for a coffee," and I just absolutely love this stamp set. It is by Gerda Steiner Designs, and it's called You're Qualified. And the sentiments and images on this set are just absolutely perfection. I love the one that says, "Thinking of eucalyptus," and then there's the little koala bear there that has the little eucalyptus that it's like holding on to, and you get the sentiment, "You are qualified for a surprise, a hug, or for coffee." And that little koala bear looks like she's holding her arms out for a hug, or like I did, you could just stick in 2 little coffee cups, which is really sweet. So that is where I got the sentiment from, the "You are qualified for a coffee." Such a cute set. I love this one so much, so I will link that below. And then I also used this die, and this is just from my stash. It's a Mama Elephant die. It's quite old, but it is one of my favorites, and it's called All Prettied Up. You get this great scalloped rectangle and that circle so that you can cut out the middle portion. I also have a little box, and then it comes with a little bow as well. And then I use this paper pad by Doodlebug. It's called Spring Things, and it's just so beautiful with the bright spring colors. I love this so much. So I use that to create this card into kind of like a spring theme for the hop. And I just love how the little bow matches the little cups there. I also used my Spectrum Noir glitter pen, and I used that to add some glitter onto the box, the little coffee cups, and the bow. I don't know how well it will show up there on video, but it is very sparkly and super cute. I also used 2 jelly pens, a black jelly pen and a white jelly pen. I used the white jelly pen to put some dots on the little cheek, and the black jelly pen I used to add some gloss for the eyes and the nose. And that is everything that I used for my project. So I'm going to get into the process video, and I will have everything that you need linked below. Definitely head over and participate in the hop, and I hope you enjoy the video. So to start out with, I am taking this scalloped die, and I'm just using some of my Post-it note tape and taping down the rectangle and that little circle so that it will cut out the middle. I'll just save that for another project, and it makes the perfect card base right there. And then I'm going to put that really cute flower paper just onto my card base and cut it out. Perfect there, and then it will layer up with that adorable scallop. I'm just taking that little piece of leftover paper to cut out a little matching bow, and I love this bow so much. It's such an easy bow to put together, and I'll put that together later in the video. Then using that pink paper, I cut out this little box die, and this box die is so cute. It actually allows it so that you can stick something into the box, so it actually has the dimension where it slits so that you can stick something inside. So now I'm going to get started with the stamping, and I'm going to show you how to do the paper piecing. I'm using Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink, and I'm just stamping out 2 of these little coffee cups, and then I stamp it out onto that pattern paper, and I'll show you how to paper piece it once I finish with the other stamping. I'm using that koala there, and I think it's so cute with its little arms outstretched. So now for the paper piecing, I will use sewing scissors and also a glue stick, and I just pull beside the little pieces that I've trimmed out so I can get an idea of what colors of Copic markers I would like to use. So I'm going to use some pinks there to do part of the cup. So I'm just adding on there RV13 and then blending it out using RV11. And then using B000, I'm just adding a little bit of shading on that top there. I want to keep it white, but I thought it would look nice to have some shading. So now for the paper piecing, I am just taking that piece that I had stamped out and just trimming off that little coffee holder, like the little wrap that would go around like the sleeve for the coffee cup. And I'm just adding that on there. And that is how you paper piece. It's so simple and it honestly adds so much to your cards and projects. Now I'm going to take some warm gray colors. I'm taking W3 and I'm just adding some shading to that little koala there. I used these koalas in another project and used cool grays, and so this time I thought I'd change it up and use some warm colored grays. And then I'm just blending that out using W1. And then I'm going to go back in with W3 and just add a little bit of flicking motions. Oops, first I'm going to do the little ears. So I'm using R20 there for the little ears, and then I go in with R10 and blend it a little bit. And then I take W1 and go over it just to smooth that out. And I use some R20 for the cheeks as well. So now I'll go in and do the flicking motion, and I just think it gives it some dimension and just gives it a little something with that little flicking motion. It makes it look like it is furry and super cute. Then I'm taking the black jelly pen for the eyes and also the nose, and that's my favorite part, is the little nose. And then once it dries, I'll add on the little white spot on the nose, but I'll wait for it to dry. So while it's drying, I'm just fussy cutting out these little coffee cups. I do believe this stamp has coordinating dies, so I will link those below as well for you. And I'm just trimming out this little koala. So adorable. And now I'm going to take my white jelly pen and I'm just going to add a line and a little dot for dimension. And so now I have all of my pieces and I'm going to set my card up. So I'm just taking my ATG adhesive gun and I am just adhering on that back panel piece. And now I'm going to take this yellow panel and I'm going to stamp out my sentiment on there. Now the "You are qualified for coffee" wouldn't all fit on the bottom, so I just stamped out the top part with the "You are" and then I put the "qualified for" and "coffee" part on the bottom. And I tried to just wipe off a little bit of the part that I got ink on, and it did smudge a little bit on my card, but it's okay because that's where I'm going to put the bow, so it will cover that part up. And then I stamped out the "qualified for" and now the "coffee." And I think that looks perfect just like that. Now I'm going to add some pop dots on there so that it has a little bit of dimension, and these are just from the dollar store and they just add a nice little bit of dimension by popping up that card panel. Then I'm going to take this little bow, and it's such a cute bow. You just take a pencil or a pen, I used my jelly pen there, and just kind of round the edges a little bit to give it some curve to it, and then just add in the adhesive and it goes around and makes a little bow. It's so cute. And then you put down the piece that has the kind of tail or like the back of it, and then that part goes on the front. Now I'm just going to add on some pop dots for the little box, and this box is so cute. You can stick any of your little critters in it and have them kind of popping out. And then I'm going to put some adhesive on the little koala bear and also the little pop dot. The adhesive will hold it in the box, and then the pop dot for his head will make sure that it is the same dimension as the rest of the items. And I just tucked that in there, and it is so incredibly cute. I added a little bit of pop dots to the back of the little koala bear's ears, and I'm just adding pop dot to the little coffee cup there. And I just think that looks so cute, and it looks like a fun little spring coffee card. Now I'm just taking the Spectrum Noir glitter pen and adding on some glitter on the box and the bow, and also on the little coffee cups there. And it just gives it a little bit of twinkle. Then I decided that I wanted to add a little bit something more, so I'm just going to take a few of these 4mm sequins, and these are just clear ones, and I'm just putting those on using my ATG gun. And I just put a little bit at the bottom just to add a little something to that empty space and give it a little bit of twinkle there at the bottom. And that is my card. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to use the coupon code COFFEE for 15% off your purchase over at Not2Shabby. I will put all the information below for the hop, and I hope you have a great time hopping along. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.